Hey guys, Cold Tagman here. Today I'm going to be showing you how to sell your loot and salvage. This is a great way to increase your overall ISK per hour and the overall ISK gained, and it's also a great way to support your corporation or alliance. So to start, you need a mobile tractor unit. These are very cheap. You can generally find them in Mustang Ranch. They range from about 7 to 12 million each, and I'd recommend getting about 5 of these and blasting through 5 sites before looting and salvaging. Second, you need a hauling ship. I use a Tyra. You can use any industrial ship. Just make it small, make it cheap. Third, you need a salvaging ship. I use a Noctis. It can be any ship. It can be any ship you want. It does not have to be a Noctis. But you don't need it. All you need to get a salvaging ship is you need high slots, lots of them, and you need drones. So you simply fit, here's the fit I'm actually using, I'll show this later in the video, but you simply fit salvagers in the high slots, expanded cargo holds in the low slots, that's all that's important, and you want salvage drones. That's all that you need. You gather it all up, I show later in the video what you actually do to sell it, but that's basically it. So here is what I use for salvaging. Whoops, you don't have to use an Octus. It is slightly expensive. This cost me 100 mil from what I can remember. I'm using T1 salvagers. I have the minimal skills for an Octus. Again, I'm a combat pilot. Doesn't take a lot of skills, but you can fit salvagers to anything, fit some cargo hold extenders, and you can salvage with just about anything. One of the important things really to note when you're finding a ship you want to salvage in is if it has drones and if it has a lot of high slots. You want max high slots or a lot of them, and you want some drones. You want to use salvage drones. So there's the fit. It's very basic, very standard. I've got the salvage tackle rigs on there. I like to loot first, salvage after. It's probably slightly better to salvage first, as the wrecks themselves despawn after 2 hours. My sites might have actually already despawned at this point, but I will be showing you how to salvage as well. So I'd actually recommend salvaging. I'd recommend salvaging first and then looting. But anyway, moving on. So as you can see, I've just landed on my site. So what you want to do first is you get your drones out. You right click, you click salvage. Okay, this means they'll automatically salvage wrecks now. So what you want to do now, you could just leave your drones to do it if you didn't want to wait, but you want to control and left click all over your wrecks. And now you just want to go ham with your salvagers, basically. I like to do one salvager per wreck. You could focus it down a bit more, but yeah, that's just about it. Make sure you max up your locks. There's actually not a ton of wrecks here, but you want to max your locks. So you basically want to lock as much as you can. But that's just about it for salvaging. Okay, so they increase the chance of salvage retrieval at the expense of max velocity, which isn't really important when you're salvaging anyway. But you don't need this, you don't need this. This is a dedicated salvaging ship. You can do it on, as mentioned previously, just about anything. Make sure it has drones, lots of high slots, fit some cargo hold extenders. That's basically it. I'll move on and show you how to actually salvage. So as you can see in the video, this is what I use to haul my loot and salvage. It's very shit. I don't even have rigs. I have no mid slots. I'm not expecting to die at all. But I'm not an industry pilot. You don't have to specialize in industry. Like there's some misconceptions going around for newer players. You don't have to have good skills to move your loot and salvage, and it doesn't have to be such a pain to do. So as you can see, this is what I'm using. It's a T1 fucking industrial ship. That's all you need to fly it. And The hold itself, we'll just take a peek at that. Very big, 17,400. And the loot and salvage itself, or just the loot in this case, it doesn't weigh a lot, as you can see. But anyway, I'm going to be showing you, and so here's what I do. As you can see, I've got under personal locations. So to access that anyway, to create your ratting folder, or you don't have to do this, but I'd recommend it anyway. To create your ratting folder, you go up here, Alt E by default, create new folder, ratting. So what I do immediately, that shouldn't be in there. Whoops. Immediately upon putting my MTU down, bookmark it. I put my MTU down at the start of the site. You can put it down at the end of the site. It's a bit safer. It will take slightly longer to collect. So I've just landed on my site. As you can see, the wrecks themselves have despawned. They despawn after 2 hours. Your MTU will despawn after 2 days. So you want to do this within 2 hours. For the purposes of this video, I'm a little late on that, but I'll be showing you how to salvage as well. Salvaging itself is slightly more complicated, but anyway, moving on. So to open your MTU, select it, open cargo, loot all. As you can see, it does not weigh a lot at all. And then after that, you want to scoop it. So you right click here or there in your inventory, scoop to cargo hold. Now I'm gonna remove. You want to remove your bookmark after you're done with this process, after you're done looting and salvaging. Well, as stated previously, I would recommend salvaging first and then looting, just due to the despawn timers. But anyway, so once you've gathered up your loot and salvage, you want to take it to House of Death if you're looking to sell it to our buyback program. This also includes other things like ore, etc. But anyway, for the purpose of this video, we are only covering loot and salvage. So what you want to do is you Control A, and you want I sort by price as well. You Control A, you exclude your mobile tractor units, and you want to dump them in your item hanger. Now that's going to take a sec because it's quite a lot of items. But once they're in your item hanger, for this system, what I like to do at least is I like to only have things I'm selling to the buyback program here in this item hanger. You could have like station containers and stuff to help with that, but that's a bit more advanced. I'm trying to keep it simple for you guys. So once you get to this stage, our current rates are, which you can check under court bulletins like so. Bulletins. Here we go. So for loot and salvage, loot, they're both at 75% currently. So what you do is you get the value that you've been given, an estimated, and you just calculate 75% of that. Now an easy way to calculate that is just searching 75% of the number you get on Google or whatever browser you use, and you will definitely get an answer that is accurate. And once you do that, all you do is you right click after you've selected everything you wish to sell. An easy way, and why I would suggest only using House of Dead for stuff you're looking to sell, is you just Control A, which selects everything, and then you don't have to worry about that. So once you've gotten 75%, which for me, that's about 96 mil if I'm correct. Now I didn't use Google, but it's about 96 million. If you're slightly off, we'll still buy it. So what you do then, if you're in the corporation, you set it to my corporation. You want to make sure it's an item exchange. If you're not in the corporation and you're looking to sell, you can still sell. You set it to the alliance. Just make sure everything you're looking to sell is in House of Death. It has to be in House of Death. Otherwise, we won't buy it. So as you can see, there's everything. Now set the expiration date to 4 weeks. Yeah, 4 weeks. And I will receive, you put in your number, which is 75% of the estimated price, the estimated value. You can see this over here. And description, loot and salvage at 75%. And we will buy it. It's that simple. Click next and click confirm. Now, I'm not really gonna create it for the purpose of this video, but that's basically how you do it. Thank you for watching the official Simorian Order looting and salvaging guide. If you enjoyed the guide, please like the video and subscribe to the channel for more guides similar to this. If you thought there was anything we could improve on, or if you have any general feedback, please post in the comments. It's greatly appreciated. Apply to join today.